The ZrT Trackmania Cup 2019 is officially over. Carl Jr. and Bren ended up winning it. I'm here with the guy who is the reason why we're here in the first place. He created Trackmania. Hylis, the 7th edition of the ZrT Trackmania Cup is over. How would you summarize it?
A really great story. Always, when you arrive, you hope that it will be a nice story, and this one was again a great story, perfect with a great semi-final and a good final as well. So perfect.
I spoke to you during Paris Games Week during the World Cup. You said that grand final was what esport was all about, since it was so close. Would you say that this is what esport is about? Did you feel the same feeling that you had during Paris Games Week and the World Championship?
Yeah, what matters in esport, of course, is when the ideal is that when the challenge is really close, and at the end that the best win, and that's exactly what happened. And of course, it's always trying to find the right balance, because it's very important for the spectator and also for the competitor. So when this type of story is perfect. Of course, we have to take risk. Maybe a brand would not have made the coming back in semi-final. Maybe people would have said, "Oh, it's because of." I don't know, but it happened, and it's also because they are champions. I mean, when you start to win a 5 streak or to arrive first against the best in the world, you are a champion somewhere.
What would you say is the most important thing ZeratoR has done for the community? Because people start to believe that Trackmania now again can be great. We see big numbers. What is the biggest reason, or what is the biggest thing we can learn from ZeratoR?
We have learned a lot, because now it's since many years, and it has. Where what people, I think, they don't realize much right now, but maybe they do. But what we have realized after time is that it is the seed of the new power of Trackmania, not the ZeratoR Cup in itself, but the ZeratoR spirit, not to do ZeratoR Cup, but to understand what Trackmania can bring, how it can connect with people, thanks to creativity, thanks to spectatorship with your friends, thanks to streamers, thanks to interactivity, tools, open API, thanks to everything that we do since so many years, that the players are doing since so many years. And it's some sort of magic that when it happens. I mean, we are living more and more like the traditional sport vision of things, to really dive into what online competitive entertainment can be. And so it's we are preparing things since time based on this, and because of the community is great. I mean, they are really clever, building around, creative, sharing. I think it will, if we bring the right tools, we will be more modern than many, and that's what we did in the past in 2005 when we decided, when we were in China, to make a free game for esport. We were in that mood to feel what is happening around in the world and trying to bring the right answer to it. And at the moment, there's something new in gaming, some sort. And I think that because it comes from a long time from us, we are in a position to be the innovators again. And the success, the past growing success of Trackmania was based on something like that. And I think that the community feels that now there's this door opening, this opportunity to be again on the forefront of what gaming can offer. And we describe NADEO as online high-tech games. And this high-tech is not like high-tech as rendering, is high-tech as how it connects people. And I think that we already have this big competition in Paris. So for a full year, you will see what we can bring, not for the competition only, but in all this movement. And so I hope that we had a good decade in 2010, and we will have a good decade to 20 to 30 big growth like that. Mm-hmm. Short answer.
We see NADEO Ubisoft or Ubisoft NADEO hosting the first event ever, the Trackmania Grand League. Is that event a direct consequence of what ZeratoR is bringing, or is that something you had planned maybe yourself as well?
I think it's a consequence of Softy's work somehow, engagement, of quality, and the quality of the guy. Since a long time, we think of how we can try to innovate also to do this on that field. It helps also our team to learn because this beta really helped. You saw during the league that we improved some stuff and inspire us for the future. So it's part of the energy that comes out of also this ZeratoR Cup as well.
People wonder now that the Trackmania Grand League beta season group stage is over. When is the playoff phase going to take place? Do you have any info that you can share with the community that is waiting to book a ticket for a future playoff?
No, I don't think it's a right moment to talk about it because I don't have like a clear and solid information. But things are shaping up nicely so far. So I think we will have something that is solid. But I cannot confirm, so it's too early to talk about.
Last question for me. You talked a little bit about Trackmania's future and what its current state is. But what is the future of Trackmania? Is it going to be one of the biggest games? How do you see Trackmania being sort of in the other esports games?
Okay. Trackmania was the #1 game in France in terms of popular by streaming in the month of May. Maybe in June we will see. It's a long time to put Fortnite in that situation is some sort like incredible. Even more according to the popularity of Trackmania, which is really low compared to all these major top games. So it means that Trackmania can be on the top of the world. It's more in the spirit of what we can take the opportunity to do it, and so it inspires us. As you know, I'm a strong believer that when the community push in the same side, it also helps a lot. So of course we want it to be at the top of the world, and what we do, we try to. I think if we want it, we need to think about the other countries, and we have started to work. Including China, we think on Brazil, and we were happy that Matt was there, and other countries in Europe as well. How we can find the right relay, the right streamers to innovate and go forward. And if and often, like with thanks to Alinoa, we can have good contacts or good idea thanks to the community as well. We already have like contacts that started again in China to talk about Trackmania because they were in history there, and so we have I think a really good strategy to connect to the world because thanks to the proof of the ZeratoR Cup, of course we need talent elsewhere. We see that the talent of ZeratoR is infinite, so we cannot ignore this, but still we can innovate and help also new talent to exist. And I think that some people will understand that there are new grounds to conquer with us and to create great content, and that will be really good for them. And so it will be, it should create an energy.
Thank you so much for doing this. It's really late, so I really appreciate you stepping up doing this, and I think that you should get more respect in the Trackmania community for you are essentially the reason why we're here, right?
I think it's both sides. I think we need to respect a lot what players do, and they feel that they are not, and it's kind of wrong because I've been in so many events and read so many things and tried to make so many stuff, and when you spend your weekend trying to make maps because what is not going to happen, and then people are against you, but still it was to help, it was not against. But I understand that the feeling is not that of being, and when they are in the game, it's humbling somehow because like you're there and they are there and they do stuff. So I think it's just a matter of it's just like seeing the good side of things, and in the good side of things they are already really positive, and I think yes it will help because you know what I think about that.
The future of Trackmania is great. Yes.
Yes, the team is so on board. You don't see what is happening inside the studio. I know I talk so much about, but the studio increase of still 50% this year. So it's getting much more mature, but it takes time to do this. So we bet a lot on Trackmania and looking forward for it.
Thank you so much for doing this. That's it. The ZrT Trackmania Cup 2019 is over. Carl Jr. and Bren won it. Now we need to wait for the Trackmania Grand Leagues playoffs to take place. More information will probably follow on this channel once I have it. That's it. Bye bye.